Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports gambling show. I am your host, Kyle Johnson. Welcome, guys, coming to you live from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. How is everybody's Thursday going? We've got a busy Thursday, and we're going to jump right into it. Welcome to the show, everybody. How's the audio, everybody? Everybody able to hear me just loud and clear? So we could jump right into it. We just sent out a big text message and an email reminder to all of our clients. And once I know how the sound is, awesome. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in so far. We've got this aired all over the place. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into tonight's NFL game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. That way, if you did not watch our daily free play video for Thursday, you can get on that free play that we gave out, because we gave out a nice free play on that I do believe is going to be a nice winner for everybody and put a bunch of money in everybody's pocket. What's going on, Russ, Brian, Nathaniel, Karen, everybody else that is already logged on? If you're not watching this on YouTube, make sure you come over to the YouTube platform, guys. If you're watching this on our website, live stream, Vinemo, or any of the other places we broadcast it, like Twitter, Periscope, or like 15 other websites, please come on over to the YouTube platform. That way you can participate in the live chat as well. And guys, if you haven't already done so, please do hit that thumbs up button. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we put in to bring you guys this awesome show, our promotions. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. The best way to do that while you're in this video, if you're not subscribed, click that link in the bottom right-hand corner. You're going to see the Cappers Direct logo. Just hover your mouse over it. It pops up a small little window that says subscribe. Click that subscribe button. That way you're notified every single time we go live. We did send out a text message alert to everybody, letting everybody know that we were live. So hopefully people are logging on. And as Brian just said, there were some people jumping on the logging on to view, so that way we can get this show on the road. Alrighty, gonna jump right into it. Brian, you got the text or the email alert? If you guys got a text alert or an email alert, please do let us know. That way we know where the traffic is coming from and who's getting what. What's going on, Ish? Welcome to the show. Jamar, welcome to the show, guys. Let's just jump right into it. Thursday night football, guys. Man, NFL, college football, it is a big day today, and we've got some money to be made. Minnesota Vikings, LA Rams kickoff. NFL, that game has not started yet. We do have a free play on it, and I'm going to get you guys that free play right here, right now. We put it in our daily free play video. So if you did not watch that video, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. I've got that play coming right up here for you guys, so you don't have to click off of here to go see what that was. G&G, glad you got the text. Appreciate it. Oh, I see we got the scammers here already. All right, I'm back. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, seems to be that we're back. So hopefully audio's still good, guys. Are we still good to go on the audio? All right, good to go. All right, game 101, 102. Like I was saying, line opened up with the Rams favored by a touchdown. That line actually moved up to a 7.5 earlier this morning, and then it's been fluctuating anywhere from 7 to 7.5, depending on where you are, either offshore or here locally. Locally, they've kept it at 7, except it's currently 7.5 at MGM Grand. -7 laying a touchdown, minus $1.20 over at William Hill. A lot of offshore places have it at 7.5. But one thing that we put out in that game, guys, we did, so that you guys aren't rushed, we did put out the Vikings plus the 7 or 7.5. We prefer you guys to have it at 7.5 just in case. But I know not everybody's going to get it at 7.5. A lot of guys are going to get it at 7, and that's perfectly fine. Vikings sitting 1-1 straight up, 1-2 against the spread. Rams 3-0 straight up and 3-0 against the spread, off to a very hot start. Game's going to be at Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where my good old Trojans play. The Vikings enter Week 4 just 1-1-1, guys. And they face off against a very hot 3-0 Rams team. They've made very, very easy work of every single one of their opponents so far. And I don't expect they're going to slow down anytime soon. But I do think they're going to have their hands full when it comes to the Vikings today. The Vikings being 1-1-1, their record is not accurately showing what they're capable of doing, what they're capable of delivering, who they are, and what their players are capable of doing on the field. 1-1-1 is misconceiving. They got absolutely slaughtered by the Bills last week. Josh Allen picked them apart. And here's the thing with pro sports, guys. Any team can win on any given day. It doesn't matter if it's the Browns, the Bills that showed us last week as a huge dog, winning outright and murdering the Vikings last week. But one thing that you'll notice, any team can win on any given day, okay? But any great team can have a bad day. They are human players. They're not robots. They're not computers. They're not going to perform 100% every single time, all right? And that's the thing. 1-1-1 for the Vikings is not showing what their true potential are. Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer, he's 19-9 as a head coach, as an underdog, as the head coach for the Vikings. And he's also 6-3 against the spread in his last 9 road games. All right. In order for the Vikings to keep this game close and within reach, if not ahead, they're going to have to give themselves a chance. And what that means is they're going to have to give Kirk Cousins all the opportunities to get going and establish himself today. All right. He's going to have to get the ball into Diggs' hand, into Thielen's hand early and often. If he's not able to do this, if the Rams' dynamic pass rush is able to get to him, look out. All right, guys. Cousins is going to need to protect the ball 100%. Absolutely. He's not going to be allowed to have turnovers against a Rams defense who is only allowing 199 yards in the air and 97 on the ground through 3 games so far. All right. Cousins is going to have his chances, all right, against the Rams secondary. They're banged up. They're missing Talib. They're missing Marcus Peters. Their secondary's banged up. And if the offensive line can protect Kirk Cousins and give him ample time for routes to develop and to pick the secondary apart, the Vikings will hang in it, all right? The Vikings will hang in it. But, both teams do feature a dynamic pass rush that's going to make the job for both quarterbacks very difficult tonight. All right. The Vikings offense averaging 306 yards per game while in the air, while rushing 66 yards. All right. The Rams offense is averaging 306 yards in the air while averaging 134 yards on the ground over the course of 3 games. The Vikings defense has been limiting teams to 218 yards in the air and 105 per game on the ground. The Rams, even better, have been limiting teams to just 199 yards passing through the air, as well as 97 yards rushing. They've averaged less than 100 yards per game. All right, guys, we did give out the free play of the Vikings plus the 7.5 in our free play video yesterday. And that is your NFL free play for today. And that game starts here in just a little bit. So, guys, if you want to get that in, go ahead and get that in. And I just wanted to get that out and over the way, or out. I can't talk today. Out of the way and get it going. That way you guys were able to have a chance to bet that game. Last week we started this show and we didn't talk about Thursday Night Football until after Thursday Night Football kicked off. If you guys want to keep giving me score updates of all the games, feel free to post them in the comments. I do appreciate it. I don't get to watch the games while I'm in here filming this. And guys, we're going to roll through this program like hot butter today, okay? It's just going to be slicing right through it. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot of leans to give out for Friday, for Saturday, Sunday. We've got a free Major League Baseball winner for you guys coming up later in the next segment, basically. But first, one thing that I want to ask you guys, okay? This show, we do have quite a few people logged on and watching the show today, but we did a lot of promotions to be able to drive the traffic to our site and drive the traffic to the videos. But one thing that I wanted to ask you guys, I get you guys like watching the NFL more than me, or college football more than me. I don't blame you, all right? Our show, it started during baseball every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 Pacific. It was a great time. I know it's a little late on the East Coast, but it's early on the West Coast. People are just getting off of work. But one thing that I want to ask you, do you guys want to see this show on Thursday a little bit earlier? Thank you, David, on the text alerts. I'm glad you were able to get that. Nathaniel just said Wednesday night. Now, we've established Thursday, and I like to do it on game days, on football game days. That's why we do Cappers Nation on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9 Eastern every single weekend during football. All right? Verlin likes watching winners. Doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, or baseball, just winners. Verlin, I'm right there with you, buddy. And thank you for posting, and thank you for tuning in. But let me ask you guys a question. 40-ounce belly, beer belly dude, no, I work till 5 p.m. But overall, a poll, do you guys want to see this show earlier on Thursdays? Obviously, I'm not going any earlier on Saturday and Sunday. That's already 6 o'clock my time, and it's already the butt crack of dawn for me. But if you guys want to see this earlier on Thursdays, we may be able to bring you guys more free plays for Thursday. College football usually starts 4:30, 5 o'clock. We don't start till 5 or 8 o'clock on the East Coast. I can't give you nothing live for the college games. I can barely squeeze in for the NFL. So if you guys want to see it live, even if it's an hour earlier, I'm pretty sure I can talk to the higher-ups and we can get this show live an hour earlier. Because I've talked to a few off-site, and people have mentioned, hey, if you can make the show a little earlier, that would be great. I also got a lot of recommendations for Saturday and Sunday to bring the show into the afternoon, but that doesn't make you any money on the early games, all right? And we like to go live early in the mornings on the weekends because it's game day, and we like to hype you guys up and put you on a bunch of free winners. And hopefully, we're making you guys more successful sports bettors. So if you guys want to post what you guys think, I'm going to ask this again later in the program because I know some people jump off, some people jump back on. But if you guys want to see this show an hour earlier, just let me know. And, we'll make it happen because obviously the more user participation, the funner it is for you guys, the funner it is for us. I mean, we got Russ out here who tunes in, I think, live on every single time we go live. And he's always posting great stats. And he's not employed by us. And he's always posting great stats and information that's actually helping you guys as well. And a lot of the guys that are normals and regulars to our live show, they also post as well. And, The more people that participate, in reality, the more fun that it is. So I see Russ said an hour earlier works, he thinks. Nathaniel as well. So what I'm going to do is we'll make an announcement Saturday or Sunday, but I'm going to see if I can get this show an hour earlier. We'll go live at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 on the East Coast. That way we can start talking more about college football. We can jump straight into the program. Baseball's ending, so we're going to have a lot more time to talk about college football and the NFL. And as Brian just said, an hour earlier, and we can talk more about the games that haven't started today, not tomorrow. All right, guys? So let's jump right into the program. Again, welcome everybody that's just tuning in. I am Kyle Johnson, your host from Cappers Direct with the Cappers Nation live show. I could not be more excited to bring you guys this week's program. And guys, remember, even if you can't watch the entire thing, you can always go back to our YouTube channel or our website, cappersdirect.com, and you can watch the archived version. We never delete videos here. It don't matter if I give you guys free plays and we go 0-100. I won't delete that video. I will always leave it up there for you guys to be able to come back and watch the archived version, because we give out a lot of great information. All right, guys? And also, we go live, if you're not used to it, every Saturday and Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Saturdays and Sundays are a lot quieter crowd because it's early in the morning and we don't do much promotions for it, but we break down college football all Saturday morning. 2.5. I think last week's show pushed almost 3 hours long where we broke down college football. Sunday, we broke down the NFL. We give out multiple free plays, leans, private plays. We give out our big premium plays absolutely free during the show. We've got huge promotions. So we do a lot of stuff on the weekend, guys. So make sure you guys tune in, and especially on the weekend. I'm reading the comments here. I agree with Russ. Russ just said, if you guys haven't already done so, please do hit the thumbs up button. Let us know you appreciate it. Now, if you're not watching this on the actual YouTube channel, if you're not on YouTube, you can't hit the thumbs up. Now, it's showing as a view because this video is embedded in multiple websites so people can view it. Guys, click that video. All right? It'll open up the YouTube channel, okay? And do us a favor. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know you appreciate it. We put in a ton of hard work to bring you guys this show. And I know a lot of you are not watching this on YouTube. You're watching it, being embedded in another website. The email that was sent out with the live link as well. So please do us a favor and come over to the YouTube channel and participate. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun for everybody, and we try and make it interactive. If you guys got questions, you post your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them as well. Brian, Kyle, your ex-bet guy is due to win. Absolutely, man. He keeps getting murdered. He's I talked to him earlier in the week. He's high-spirited. He's actually going to be making some bets this coming Saturday, and I'm going to bring you guys those live on Saturday morning as well. So hopefully the guy goes 2-0 and or 3-0 or 4-0, whatever he's going to do, and he starts recouping some of this big money that he's been losing. But on tap for the show, guys, we've got a Major League Baseball free play for tonight. It's coming up here in a little bit. We got some NFL games to break down. We got college football to break down for tomorrow, for Saturday, with multiple leans. We've got our Real Talk segment where I've got some stuff that you guys might want to know. Nathaniel's due to win at some point, too, as he just pointed out. I do agree. Hell, our free plays are due to win. After winning 5 in a row and we won like 9 out of 11, we've dropped the last 2 in a row. So hopefully today we get right back on track. Over at Cappers Direct, guys, we had one system play today. We've got 2 big premium plays, one in college football, one in the NFL, and then we've got 3 consensus plays. And one of those consensus plays is the Vikings plus the points that we gave out earlier in the program. Looking at some score updates, the Mets are beating Atlanta 1-0. Cleveland's got a runner on third, no outs. North Carolina up 3-0, 7.5 left in the first. Now in the college game, guys, who'd you all bet? Verlin, absolutely, buddy. Come on out to Vegas. I'll be more than happy to meet up and have some drinks and swap some stories. Absolutely. I am actually going to be with a few clients over the weekend on both Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. You guys might catch me if you're in town. You might catch me frequently visiting the MGM Grand this weekend. I know I'll be over at the Aria a little bit on Saturday. I know I've got a client that's staying at Caesars that I got to go see. So if you guys are in town, your first call better be me. Sports Better 609 said he's got a UNC on a teaser plus 25.5. Now, over at Cappers Direct, we go over this every single show. We've got specials, guys, and we bring them to you, and I announce them during our Cappers Nation shows. Bill, when you come to Vegas in November, buddy, just give me a call. I know you already have my cell phone number, so just give me a call. But one of the specials, and actually, we have just a few specials going on right now, but these are to save you guys money. And this one, I really, really like. I pushed for this one because it's so cheap, everybody can take advantage of it, all right? And I got to talk about these real quick because Cappers Direct, who's down there, and they're all over the board here, which I don't think you guys can see the top ones, but they're all over the set here. They're the main headlining sponsor, and without them, this show wouldn't be possible, so I do have to talk about them. It's where I work. It's about our premium plays, guys. You can get 5 full days of our premium plays. Yes, 5 full days of our premium plays. It's on sale, okay? It'll be on the website as soon as this show is done. Excuse me. It'll be on the website as soon as this show is done. It's $199. You get 5 full days of every single one of our premium plays. So you're going to get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, all for $199, guys. You can't go wrong. You can get that special right on our website, cappersdirect.com. You're going to click on the Premium Play tab. It's going to be the first box that you can check right on our website on the Premium Play tab. And like I said, that package will be available to be purchased as soon as this show is over. All right, guys, it's $199. You're getting 5 full days of our premium plays. You can't miss out. Now, our system plays, we did drop one yesterday, unfortunately. I think we're now 77-4 on our system plays. Or David just asked, how many plays is in our 5-day premium play package? Every day's different, David. I can't tell you if it's going to be 1, 2, or 3 in a day because every day is different. But I can tell you, like today, we have 2. Yesterday, we had 2, and we went 2-0 on 2 baseball overs. Okay? Today, we've got 2 football games. For Friday, we're working on Friday. As of right now, for Friday, we've got 2 big premium plays set for Friday. Okay? And then on Saturday, you always see 2, 3, sometimes more. So every day there's multiple premium plays. But if I'm not betting them out, or if I'm not betting them, I'm not putting them out. All right? I always bet my games, every single one of them. I always bet. And if I'm not betting them, I don't give them to clients. Okay? But the other one is our system plays. They're on sale. Baseball season is winding down. You can get the rest of the baseball season, including all the playoffs, and the World Series for $749 for our system plays. It's winding down. Guys, you can still make some great money on our system plays, okay? Or you can get them for $199 for the entire week. So, those are the specials, guys. 5 days of our biggest premium plays for $199. And guys, remember, Cappers Nation live every Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Yeah, David, I'm confident you're going to make some good money, buddy. All right, guys, let's jump right into Major League Baseball because I do have a free play for you guys for tonight, all right? Major League Baseball, it's winding down, guys. End of the week is going to mark the last round of series starting for Major League Baseball for the regular season. Sad to see it go. We've made an absolute shit ton of money betting baseball. Guys, I hate watching baseball. It's one of the more boring sports to me. But, man, do we make a ton of money betting baseball. And our clients make a ton of money betting baseball. And if you didn't make a bunch of money betting baseball this baseball season, you really missed out. And make sure when it comes around in the springtime, you're locked and loaded and you're ready to take advantage of your book as well. All right, Major League Baseball guys, who's hot? Who's not? Who should you be betting towards the end of the season? Who should you not be? And most importantly, who should you be fading? All right, guys, if you tuned into last week's program, then you're in luck yet again. Again, another winning week for our fade program. Guys, every single week during Major League Baseball, we put out who we're fading, and it is very, very successful. Over the last 7 weeks, the teams we've had on our fade lists, and they change from week to week. And sometimes they're very specific. Like last week we said, fade the San Francisco Giants only against the St. Louis Cardinals, and they went 0-3, putting 3 winners in our pocket. Over the last 7 weeks, our fade list, for us, winning, we've won 179 times, and we've lost 105. That's just off of our fade list, guys. All right. We went 26-14 last week on our fade list. The teams we had on our fade list had 14 wins and 26 losses. So for us, we reversed that. We had 26 wins and 14 losses on our fade list. We gave out to fade the Orioles. They went 2 wins and 4 losses. Money. We gave out the Kansas City Royals on the fade list. Unfortunately, they went 4 wins and 2 losses, and they took a little cheese back. All right? We gave out the Detroit Tigers. They had 2 wins and 3 losses. Money. We gave out the Toronto Blue Jays. They went 3 wins and 4 losses. Money. We gave out the LA Angels, and we gave you specific instructions to fade them against the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros only. Well, the Angels went 0-4. Money, money, money. All right, guys. We also said fade the Giants against the St. Louis Cardinals only. They went 0-3. More money. All right, we told you to fade the Padres against the Dodgers. They went 1-2. Even more money. All right, we went 14-26 on our fade list, and hopefully everybody was able to benefit and make a bunch of money on that. Now, the American League playoff race, it's already decided. All right, we still got a week left of baseball. However, the American League playoff race is decided. All right, Boston, the Red Sox clinched their division. Matter of fact, they did it in amazing fashion in Yankee Stadium. If that wasn't awesome by itself, and I'm not even a Red Sox fan. All right, the Houston Astros clinched their division. The Cleveland Indians clinched their division. And sitting in the 2 wild card spots are the Yankees and the Oakland A's. The lowest payroll team in Major League Baseball is in the playoffs. How about that? Showing you that you don't have to drop hundreds of millions of dollars on payroll to be successful. Now, the National League playoff race, the wild card race, is a little bit different and a little tricky. All right? Chicago Cubs, as of right now, are in. And they've locked up a playoff spot. The Atlanta Braves already clinched the NL East division. Colorado is in, as of right now. Milwaukee clinched a division, clinched a playoff spot, but they're fighting the division with the Cubs. But Milwaukee's sitting in a wild card spot. The Dodgers sitting in the final wild card spot as of right now. However, they're battling back and forth with the Rockies to see who's going to be the top of the NL West and clinch the division. Unfortunately for the Dodgers, they've got the Giants coming up, and that's always a tough battle. That's always a big rivalry right there. And Giants love playing spoilers, absolutely. I don't think there's a team that doesn't, especially with the hatred between the Giants and the Dodgers. Now, there's the St. Louis Cardinals sitting 1 game back and out of a wild card spot. Either the Dodgers or the Rockies. One of those teams can slip up and find themselves on the outside looking in. Now, one of them's going to clinch the division and get an automatic spot in the playoffs. But can the Cardinals come back? They were one of the hottest teams at the right time. and then they just went, pew. Their stock just absolutely plummeted. Now, this is going to be your last official teams we like to fade list over the next week. All right? I know it's sad, somber moment. Grab some tissue. The fade list is coming to an end in Major League Baseball until next season. This is the last one. All right? During the playoffs, we'll still give you guys great information, free plays, free leans in the playoffs. But as far as the fade list, it's coming to an end. The teams we like to fade between now and next week and the end of the season: the Baltimore Orioles, the Kansas City Royals, the Detroit Tigers, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Texas Rangers, the Miami Marlins, the Los Angeles Angels, and we are fading the San Francisco Giants against the fighting Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, everybody just said touchdown Minnesota. Absolutely love it. All right, absolutely love it. Everybody was riding the Rams stock after the Vikings got humiliated against the Bills. And as Brian said, we will always fade preseason sports. But everybody was just riding the Vikings. Sorry, they're just riding the opposite side of the Vikings and just giving them so much flack for the way they played. And they deserve everything they got in the press, absolutely. But their record of 1-1-1 and having a bad day does not show who they are. And hopefully the Vikings pull through for us because it was our free play of the day. All right, guys, let's jump right into your free play for Major League Baseball. Daniel's on crack. He's saying Tennessee's going to beat Georgia. Free Major League Baseball play for tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern, Texas Rangers versus Seattle Mariners. Line on that game's got the Mariners favored, minus $1.80, with a total over and under 9 runs. Take the over 9, guys. Hammer it and pound it. Make yourself some easy money this Thursday night. The over 8 in the Seattle game, guys. I know somebody just said take Seattle on the run line. I do like Seattle. I don't know if I'm in love with them enough to actually bet them today, but I am in love with that game enough to bet the over 9. I do like the over 9 in that game. That game is at 7:10 Pacific, 10:10 on the East Coast. So you guys, you've got an hour and a half before that game starts, before that first pitch is thrown out, guys. But we're going to take this quick 40-second break, and then when we come back, we've got some real talk, we got some college football, and we've got some NFL to break down, and more free plays and leans to put you guys on. All right, guys, we are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know what just happened there, but somehow we are back. All right, there we go. That looks normal. Whatever they do, they shouldn't be putting me in charge of this stuff, let me tell you. Verlin, the best way to get in touch with me, you can call me at the office, 888-561-8923. You can also send me an email, kyle@cappersdirect.com. That one goes straight to me, all right? I just posted the number in the comment section for the office, all right, Verlin? Anybody that needs to get a hold of me, you want to get on board. And if you want to buy our premium plays, you go right to our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the premium play tab. All right, let's jump right into our Real Talk segment. Now, we did ask everybody right away when we first went live, and I noticed there's a few different people posting. This show don't start until 5 o'clock on the West Coast, 8 on the East Coast on Thursdays. Now, here's the thing. We got college football already going. We got the NFL starting. You guys, we miss a lot of opportunities to give you guys free leans. When we started this show, we started it with baseball only. Jamar, that free play was the over in the Seattle Mariners game. Over 9 in the Seattle game. If you guys want to see this show earlier on Thursdays, we're not changing it to Wednesdays. We like it on Thursdays. All right, we like our shows to be on game days, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 3 days a week. But if you guys want to see this show an hour earlier on Thursdays, we can bring it to you live an hour earlier. That way we can start talking about more games that are happening today on the day of the show. So if you guys want to see it earlier, please do. Either post it in the comments. If you don't want to post it in the comments, send me an email. Kyle@cappersdirect.com. Send me a text message if you got my cell phone. Call me at the office. All right, guys. Now, one thing that I want to talk about, and I want to hammer this home, because now that baseball's here, baseball's ending. Grab another water. Baseball's ending. Football is here, guys. And with football brings out scammers. Football brings out the people that are only after your dollar. They could care less about helping you. One thing that I want to share with you guys. I will never push you in a direction of any offshore casino. I will never give you an affiliate code. I will never give you a sign-up code to go sign up with somebody. One thing that you see a lot of starting in football is all these people pushing XYZ offshore company, XYZA offshore company. Now, if an offshore company wants to advertise on the show, we'll take their money. But we're not giving you any affiliate links so that you can sign up and you can get a bonus and you can lose. What happens is when a sports service or anybody else out there gives you an affiliate link, here, enter this promo code or click on this link. That way they know you came from us. They're making money when you lose. The way these offshore casinos pay people, they're called affiliates. When you lose, they make a percentage. Anywhere from 25 to 50% of every dollar you lose goes to that affiliate that signs you up. Now, how fair is that for a sports service to be giving you games and telling you who you should be betting your hard-earned money on? Yet when you lose, they're still making 25 to 50% of every single thing you lose. Now, people want to call me a hater and say, that's not how it works. Bullshit. That's how it works. I've been in this industry long enough. I know exactly how it works. Okay? And I'm going to prove it to you. So here's an email that we received not long ago. Okay? I'm going to pop up this email because I want you guys to see this. Now, I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see it and read it. and make it clear. But I'm going to try and put this on the screen so that you guys can see this. It was from Asian Connect 88. They own a shit ton of offshore casinos, major ones that you guys use on a daily basis. All right, so here's the email. Take your time and read through it, guys. And one thing that you're going to see, if it's clear on the screen, what you're going to see is in the third paragraph, it says you can also get up to 25% revenue share from each customer that you can get. So what these people did was they offered us 25% of every dollar our clients lose if we send our clients to their offshore casinos. This is an absolute scam. This is an absolute sham. It is absurd for a sports service to tell you to take your money and go bet with this offshore company or bet with that offshore company. Now, if you want to ask me who I like, I'll tell you. I like Five Dimes because I know they pay, and they pay in Bitcoin really, really fast. But I'm not going to give you an affiliate link. I'm not going to give you a link to get a bonus. I don't care if you use them, but if you ask me, I've got a Five Dimes account. I've got a Fun Money account, all right? I've got a Fun Money account at Five Dimes. I know they pay 1,000%. Bovada pays because I've got an account there. They pay, all right? I will only recommend places that I know pay, but it's up for you to go and sign up, all right? It's up for you guys to go and sign up if you find you like them and they fit your need and your desire. So any sports service that is telling you to go sign up and you start losing and you wonder why, because they're making money, either you're paying them or they're making money when they're losing you games. So be careful, be warned. Anybody that's giving you an affiliate link, they should be banned. I hope they regulate this industry. There's about 5 companies nationwide that are licensed and bonded. We're one of those 5. They need to take this industry and they need to purge the trash. The people that are picking games out of their mama's basement and making videos and doing all kinds of crazy shit and losing you guys money. I hope they crack down on this industry and they regulate the consulting side. I hope they make everybody licensed and bonded. We hold a license. We hold a bond. Not everybody does. There's probably 5 in this country. So hopefully they crack down on all these shysters. All they're doing is taking your money. All right, guys? With that being said, we got more stuff to talk about. Absolutely, Verlin. It is real talk. And you know what? I'm not afraid to piss off the other services. I get along with just about everybody that is legitimate and honest and not a scammer in this business. It's funny. You're going to hear people talk about me. The only people that talk about me are the people that are probably worried about what I'm saying. Okay? They're worried about what I say because I'm raining on their parade. But you know what? It's 100% truth. Absolutely, Brian. The Rams are a great, great team. They are for real. And hopefully the Vikings hang with them. I do believe, like what we talked about earlier when we broke down that game, the Vikings, they have a chance to keep it close, or to keep it a close game, if not ahead. But they got to execute, and they got to execute well and 100% and make no mistakes, or the Rams will take advantage of them. Thank you, Verlin. I do appreciate it. One thing for everybody that's just tuning in, you guys already know I will always keep it real. I will always keep it 100%. I don't care if it pisses off other people. I know I piss off people on a daily basis. Hell, I piss off my wife on a daily basis. All right? I know what comes out of my mouth is just, I'm a straight shooter. I get straight to the point. I'm blunt. And I speak the truth, though. 100% speak the truth. Man, we went over my age on Saturday or Sunday's program, and Karen messed up, saying that I looked like I was 45. I'm still in my 30s, late 30s, but I'm still in my 30s. Absolutely, Verlin, straight from the hip. And, you know, I don't, one thing I do is I don't lie. A lot of people want to say, oh, you're talking shit about this guy, or you're talking shit about that guy. I don't talk shit. I speak the truth. Now, sometimes when I speak the truth, it sounds like I'm talking shit or putting down another service. But I'm not. All I'm doing is speaking the truth. And you know what? Sometimes the truth hurts. I get it. Sometimes what I speak hurts other people's businesses because I'm raining on their shamming parades. It is what it is. You know, if they don't like the truth, maybe they should keep their standards above par, and then they won't get called out. Nice one, Karen. Nice one. All right, guys. Jumping straight into college football. Absolutely, as Daniel just said, affiliate links are a very amateur thing. Believe it or not, the guy posting his Common Sense TV was a sports agent for professional athletes, and he knows a lot of the athletes on the teams that we take or we're playing against. A lot of fighters as well, and he knows exactly what he's speaking. Affiliate links, guys. If somebody's giving you an affiliate link for a sports casino, to go gamble at, and when you lose, whoever gave you that affiliate link is making money off you for the life of your account. So after they already screw you over selling you the world's crappiest plays, they're still making money while you're trying to make it up because you're losing with them, and they're just, I mean, it's like a double whammy. You know, they hit you from the front, and they hit you from the back, too. So, all right, guys. College football, let's jump right into it. We've got a busy program. We've got college football. We got NFL coming up. And you know what? I've got plans tonight, so we're not going to be here till 9 o'clock on the West Coast, all right? And we're not going to keep you East Coasters up until midnight, all right? Now, our Saturday and Sunday shows, those shows actually last 2.5 hours plus, and I have a blast doing them. Now, I'm a little grumpy sometimes in the morning. I'm not as animated because I have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure I'm in the office by 4, and the show starts at 6. But we get the job done on the weekends, guys. And if you don't tune in on the weekends, you absolutely should. All right, guys? Now, let's go over college football. We're going to jump straight into the AP Top 10, entering Week 5 of college ball, guys. Number 1, Alabama. And we're going to hear that all year long. You're going to ask me, Week 10, Alabama. 11, Alabama. First round of the playoffs, Alabama. National championship, Alabama. Anyways, Alabama is at home against Louisiana Lafayette. Alabama is laying 48.5 points at home. Sorry, I was reading Daniel's comments. As Daniel just... Hold on. All right, is that better? Did the volume just spike back up? We good to go? How's the volume, guys? It's still low? Is the volume low, or is the volume where it needs to be? Volume's fine? All right, I can hear it as a test on mine. So let's jump right. Yeah, Apple just released their breaking news. Apple just released their iOS 12 update for everybody that has the old phones. Okay, I actually have a new iPhone XS sitting on my desk that I have not used yet. I got it. I think it arrived last Friday. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. But Apple just released their iOS update. That's what it was popping up on the screen and letting us know that there's a new update, and it cut out the sound. So, anyways, back to the AP Top 10. Alabama at home, laying 48.5 points against Louisiana Lafayette. Number 2, Georgia at home against Daniels, Tennessee. Georgia laying 30.5 points. Number 3, Clemson Tigers with a new quarterback and a new look under center this week. At home against Syracuse. Going to be a nice big revenge game. Clemson laying 25.5 points. Number 4, Ohio State at number 9, Penn State. One of the games of the week, guys. Ohio State laying 3 as of today. All right, guys. Number 5, LSU's at home against Ole Miss. LSU laying only 10.5 points. Is that a sleeper bet? You might want to tune in Saturday for that one. Now, number 6, Oklahoma is at home against Baylor. Oklahoma laying 23.5 points and barely surviving Army last week. Absolutely, Lamont. I'm leaning towards Penn State as of right now, and that's not even on one of our breakdowns, but we're going to break down that game on Saturday. Saturday Morning Live, we will definitely be breaking down a lot of these big games of the week because I know a lot of you want to know how to bet them. Number 7, Stanford has got a very tough game against number 8, Notre Dame in Notre Dame Stadium, guys. Notre Dame laying 5.5 points. Number 9, we already went over Penn State and Ohio State. Number 10, Auburn is at home against Southern Miss. Auburn laying 26.5 points. Sean, what's the points on which game? Key games of the week that I look forward to watching this weekend. Number 7, Stanford, and number 8, Notre Dame. That is a game to watch. Sean, Penn State is getting 3 points. Ohio State is laying 3 points on Saturday. And as of right now, the total on that game, let me double check. I had it written down, but the total on that game is 70. The other key games on the weekend that I look forward to, Ohio State, Penn State. Number 14, Michigan facing off against Northwestern. And this one, guys, one of our picks to win went out in the Big 12 as well as to advance to the playoffs. Number 12, West Virginia has number 25, Texas Tech this weekend. That game, guys, I am very excited for. We gave out West Virginia when they were plus 1,200 to win the Big 12. Another key game that I look forward to, the last one. Number 20, BYU versus number 11, Washington. I wish I could show the football game on here. All right, guys, we're going to jump right in to start breaking down these games. We've got some college games to break down, and then we're going to jump right into our NFL segment. But first, we're going to let you watch this quick little video, and I will be right back. right, guys, we're back, and you caught me walking back in. First game on the docket we're going to talk about is for Friday, Memphis versus Tulane. All right, guys, we've got a big weekend planned. We've got an absolute big weekend planned, and it all starts with Friday. Oh, this Kurt guy, what does he say? Kurt, I'm not talking about anybody, but, you know, if the shoe fits, I guess they can wear it. I've never seen you post before, and magically you want to bring up another service. Daniel, no, I didn't do that. But yeah, Kurt, you want to say that I'm calling out another service? I'm not calling out any service. I'm calling out every service. If you don't like that, Kurt, please do me a favor. Give me a thumbs down. Click the little X if you're on Internet Explorer, or the red circle if you're on a Mac. But before you do that, unsubscribe to our YouTube channel, all right? And then go on your merry way if you don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm blunt. You don't like it. Great. I'm glad you watch him every day. I'm glad you watch him every day. He's probably glad too. You're actually probably him. It wouldn't be the first time he's got on here and posted 1,000,000 times. We've already busted him for that while he was stationed in Iraq and being a lying fool and talking about us, yet lying about where he's at. So, come on. Bring it on, Kurt. Unsubscribe, give us that thumbs down, and then go on your merry way so we can get back to our program of making everybody money and calling out the shams a sham. How about that, guys? Happy Thursday. Back to Memphis. Absolutely, Verlin. I will always keep it real. I don't care if it's with a hater that wants to come in here. I claim to be 38. You act 13. I know. I act 13. You don't like it. Nobody's putting anything to your head and forcing you to watch my crappy show. If you don't like it, click that X and be on your merry way. Or I could just hit the button and boot you and you can't comment anyways. And the only reason I don't block you is because I actually get a great laugh out of seeing the bullshit that some people post. Yes, go watch Benny and the Meat Man. Absolutely. Go watch somebody that they pick up on the side of the road and start make videos for them. Absolutely. So if you don't like what I say or you don't like my show, go somewhere else. There's 1,000,000 shows, and I'm sure if you've got the internet, you could actually watch TV. Go watch ESPN. Sean, I love it, buddy. I am focused. I can multitask. But some of these guys that want to say I'm picking on another service, guys, I'm not. I'm not singling out anybody. But if the shoe fits, they can wear it too. All right? Back to Memphis and Tulane. And if you guys don't like what I say, please do unsubscribe. Go somewhere else. Okay. All right, buddy. We know who you are. We know who you are. All right. We've got money to be made. Now, Memphis versus Tulane, Yulman Stadium, New Orleans, Louisiana. Game 105 and 106. If you guys want to be able to look it up faster, game 105 and 106. Memphis, 3-1 straight up, 2-2 against the spread. Tulane, 1-3 straight up, 2-2 against the spread. Memphis opened up minus 13.5. Currently sitting at 14. Guys, that line is going to go higher. Total opened up at 64.5. It's now at 65.5. Hey, JSN Cruz and everybody here. I'll just do this. I don't like to block people or ban people because that's 13. But I already know who he is. You can see his IP address. You gotta love fake accounts, so we just blocked him. Karen. That guy that I'm talking about, that you just said a weird hat on the other day called the Bandit, I think he made a video. It looked like he had a pair of crocheted panties on his head. I swear he made one. It looked like he had a pair of crocheted panties on his head, and he made a football player or something like that in the beginning of football season. Verlin, it's not that they get under my skin, but I don't mind shooting it straight. Nathaniel, you are 100% correct. And every time we put out a small consensus play, they make a video and they go the opposite way. You watch. They always put out these consensus play videos. If you remember, these jackwagons used to talk shit about people that put out consensus plays, and all of a sudden they put out consensus plays. Whatever. It is what it is. There's knockoffs. There's copycats. Everybody wants to take a shot at the guys at the top. But let's not talk about them and give them all the free promotions in the world, because I know they need it, and yada, yada, yada. I get it. The Army doesn't pay very well. Bless his heart. Thank him for his service, for, being active duty Army. Hopefully he just doesn't take all your guys' money from losing affiliate links, because he is one of them. All right, Memphis is 13-2 against the spread, guys. Their last 15 games against opponents after a blowout straight-up loss of 20 points or more. Tulane is just 1-9 against the spread the last 10 games on Fridays. Memphis is also 10-4 on the under the last 14 games on the road against mistake-free offenses, averaging less than 1.4 turnovers per game. Head-to-head matchup. Trends. Memphis is 9-2 against the spread against Tulane since 2002. All right, guys. They played last year. Memphis beat them 56-26. It was a 10.5-point line. Memphis smashed Tulane. Memphis sits 3-1 entering week 5 of college football after beating South Alabama last week 52-35. But it wasn't until later in the game that Memphis pulled away. Now, they never allowed South Alabama to even come close to being in the game. But they didn't pull away big time until the end. All right. Memphis's only loss is coming off against Navy, who edged them out in Annapolis in week number 2, 22-21. The Tigers' defense is coming off a very poor showing last week, where they gave up a season high 467 yards with 360 of those in the air. Now, guys, the Memphis game, this is tomorrow. This is for Friday, all right? After tomorrow's game, we'll start talking about Saturday. The Tigers' offense, on the other hand, they continue to be explosive and put up huge numbers, averaging 289 yards in the air and 309 on the ground. All right, guys, the Tulane Green Wave. They're coming off a game against Ohio State where they were never close to covering, all right? They never gave up, and they fought hard. They did get murdered. I think it was like something to 6. I can't remember what the score was. I know they only had 6 points. But Ohio State didn't cover the spread until the end of the game. All right? Ohio State did not cover that 38-point spread until the end of the game. Memphis has already faced the option this year against Navy. So they should come into the game Friday night prepared for the task to defend the zone read option that Willie Fritz likes to run. Now, it's not a true triple option. It's more of a zone read option, and Memphis should be well prepared for it. Now, Memphis offense. I can't talk today. Averaging 283 yards per game in the air, 309 on the ground. Tulane offense is averaging 202 in the air and 174 on the ground. Memphis defense, on average, allowing 166 yards passing and 151 on the ground game. The Tulane defense, allowing 304 in the air per game and 191 on the ground. Tulane is going to get murdered by Memphis tomorrow night. If you guys would like a nice big lean for tomorrow, early, take Memphis, lay the 14 points. There you go. Big lean for tomorrow, guys. Now, jumping into Saturday's college football. Let's see what these scores are. Miami is winning 24-10. The Rams are leading 14-10. After a 70-yard Jared Goff touchdown pass to Cooper Kupp. Holy moly. Andrew, go Tulane. Tulane doesn't stand a chance tomorrow. Saturday evening. South Carolina versus Kentucky. Kroger Field, Lexington, Kentucky. 7:30 on the East Coast, 4:30 on the West Coast. Game 141, 142. Kentucky opened up, getting 1 point. That line has already cycled the opposite direction. Kentucky is now laying a point. South Carolina, 2-1 against the spread, 2-1 straight up. Kentucky, 4-0 on the year straight up, 2-2 against the spread. South Carolina is 8-2 against the spread. Their last 10 games against opponents on winning streaks of 4 or more games. South Carolina likes to stop undefeated teams. Lamont, no, Kyle, I think Tulane with the points. It's all good opinions. I didn't say it was an official free play. I just said it was a lean. That's just one of my leans right now. As of right now, I'm leaning towards Memphis. And I like them, and I like them a lot. Kentucky is 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games at home against non-ranked teams. South Carolina is 8-1 on the under the last 3 years on the road with head coach Mr. Muschamps. Head-to-head trends between South Carolina and Kentucky. Kentucky is 4-1 straight up and 5-0 against the spread for South Carolina. They do have a very nice running back. Kentucky beat South Carolina last year 23-13 in South Carolina. The Gamecocks, they opened up as an unranked favorite against newly ranked Kentucky. However, guys, the line has moved so drastically to where the Wildcats now are sitting, giving up a point. All right, they are a 1 point favorite. No doubt the money has been coming in on the Wildcats early, guys. And this is all a layover from them smashing Mississippi State last Saturday, where they won 28-7 as a 10-point dog. All right. The money came in early, and it came all in on Kentucky, all off of what they did against Mississippi State. We liked Mississippi State, and they got murdered last week. Kentucky is off to their first ever 2-0 start in the SEC since 1977, while winning both SEC games by being big dogs. They were a 10-point dog against Mississippi State, and I believe they were a 13-point dog against Florida, 13 or 13.5 point dog in week 2 where they beat Florida 27-16. What's going on, LT? Welcome to the show. Daniel, I did predict a shootout, didn't I? I did say it was going to be neck and neck. The only way the Rams pull ahead is if they can get Kirk Cousins off his game and get him to make mistakes. And if he can play mistake-free, it's, in my opinion, that the Vikings cover the points at least. And as far as the total score, we have the over as one of our premium plays. One of our big plays is the over the total points in the NFL game. And I like seeing that. Brian just said and Daniel just said 17-14. Minnesota just scoring. 8 minutes left in the second. We're already sitting at 31 points. Now, it is professional football. Anything can happen. We saw it last week with the Steelers not scoring a point. Brian, what'd you say? I don't understand. But we saw it last week with the Steelers not coming out in the second half and scoring a point. So nothing's guaranteed, especially in the NFL. It's only over when it goes over, guys, all right? Now, back to Kentucky and South Carolina. Kentucky, they've actually won their last 4 meetings in this series. All right, guys? I don't know who typed my notes, but they used no spaces. They're totally, I almost cursed there. They're totally messing with me today. My entire notes for the show, they type it out. There's no spaces. It's all just one giant run-on sentence. South Carolina offense, guys, they're averaging 279 yards in the air, 197 on the ground. Yes, Brian, we gave out the over as one of our premium plays in this game. And many of the viewers, Common Sense TV, Daniel, he can vouch that we gave out the over as well. And we also gave out the Miami Hurricanes minus the points as well. Kentucky offense averaging just 158 yards in the air while averaging 269 yards with their healthy running back. All right, South Carolina defense allowing 169 yards on average in the air, 164 on the ground. Kentucky defense only allowing 173 on the air or in the air and 106 on the ground. As of right now, free lean on the game as of right now. I do like the under in this game as a lean on this game. If I had to bet it now, and everybody knows, I don't bet a lot of games early, all right? But if I had to bet it now, I'd bet the under. But personally, I'd be waiting until Saturday morning. A lot of things can happen between today and Saturday. Kid sprains an ankle. Getting off the bus. All right, guys. Next game we're going to talk about, game 155 and 156. Toledo versus Fresno State. Bulldog Stadium, Fresno, California. 10:30 on the East Coast, 7:30 on the West Coast. Game will be televised live on ESPN or ESPN University. Jay, you know Sailor's curse. Absolutely, it is. Unfortunately, I do have a little daughter at home, and raising her, I do have to tone it down and watch my mouth occasionally. But you know, as we said, Sailor's curse, and it happens. Atlanta Braves baseball is trash. Lamont, that's my team. You know, they've already clinched their division. They're just going through the cycles and waiting for the playoffs. That's why baseball's hard to bet this time of year. Now, Fresno State opened up as a 10-point favorite, guys. All right, game 155, 156, Toledo versus Fresno State. Fresno State opened up as a 10-point favorite at home against Toledo. That line is now 7.5. Huge movement, 2.5 points between line opening and today. All right, the over and under opened up at 61.5. It's dropped a half a point to 61. Toledo's 2-1 straight up, 2-1 against the spread. Fresno State the exact same thing. 2-1 straight up and 2-1 against the spread. Fresno State is 2-1 against the spread. Sorry, 1-2-1. Sorry, I can't even read these notes. Whoever wrote my notes, they crunched them all together. Sorry. 11-2-1 against the spread their last 14 games with head coach Mr. Tedford. Toledo is 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games against dominant teams, outscoring opponents by more than 15 points per game. Toledo is also 20-5 on the under their last 25 road games against high-scoring teams, averaging 32 points per game or more. Now, there is no head-to-head trend when it comes to these two teams. They did face off against each other in 2016. Toledo smashed Fresno State at home 52-17. Fresno State opened up as an 11-point favorite. All right, guys? And within 1 hour, that line moved from 11 in some spots to 10 in another to 8. Now, hold on. Let me read some of these comments. Russ just said this is Toledo's first road start. Verlin just asked, what's my opinion on opening lines that move in the other directions 5 to 6 points? Verlin, first, you need to know why it's moving. Is the public moving it based off of something that happened last week? Which probably happening in this game. It 100% happened in a line that we just discussed with South Carolina and Kentucky. Is it the public moving it, or did the sharps move it, or did Vegas realize they put out the wrong line? Okay? You need to understand why. You need to have access to that information. As far as opening lines, there's games that I bet early. I don't prefer to, but there's games that I definitely bet early. And we had one last week that was a nice middle opportunity for everybody in the sharps if you would bet it on day one. You have to know why the line's moving in a certain direction. Is it because the sharps are betting it, or the public's betting it, or did Vegas screw up? All right. The big swing on the Toledo Fresno State game, guys, within 1 hour, that line moved nearly 3 points. All right. The big swing had everything to do with how Toledo just played the fellow Mountain West team, Nevada, how they won 63-44. They put up 63 points against another Mountain West team. All right. That line changed 2.5 points. Fresno State is coming off a big win against a Pac-12 UCLA team who still can't find their identity under new head coach Chip Kelly. Fresno State beat UCLA in the Rose Bowl last week, 38-14. Fresno State was blown out 2 years ago by Toledo, 52-17, guys, in Toledo. All right. Toledo has scored over 60 points in 2 of their 3 games this year, while Fresno State is averaging only allowing other teams' offenses 177 yards in the air and 118 on the ground. Guys, this simply is a line trap. A line trap at its best. All right. For the public to bet on Toledo, if you go and look up where the money is on this game, 94% of the money is on Fresno State as of right now. Well, an hour and a half ago. Before I filmed this, I double-checked all my numbers. The money on Fresno State was 94%. Now, that's a big clue. A lot of people like to go against the general public, but the sharps are also betting Fresno State. When they're betting a certain team and that line keeps dropping, Vegas is saying, here's the keys to the Rolls Royce. Here's the keys to the Bentley. Please take Toledo. Vegas is betting everybody, or begging everybody to bet on Toledo. All right? Toledo, averaging 281 yards in the air, 185 on the ground after 3 games. Fresno State, averaging 243 yards in the air, 159 on the ground. Now, the Toledo defense, averaging giving up 232 yards in the air and 197 on the ground game. All right, Fresno State averaging giving up on their defense 177 yards in the air and 118 on the ground. I look to see this line drop even a little more. All right, if it drops a little more, I love it even more. All right, guys, free lean on the game, Fresno State early. All right, I do like it. Even at the line being 7.5, I do like it. However, 7's better. And if it drops to 7 or less, I would be betting it. All right. Now, let's see some score updates. Minnesota Minnesota getting ready to punt the ball. 17-14. Vikings winning. North Carolina currently losing with 2 minutes left in the first half of that game, 30-10. We actually gave out where is it all at? We gave out Miami minus the points as a big premium play. We also gave out the over 55.5 as a consensus play. We gave you guys the Vikings plus 7.5 as a consensus play. We also gave out the over 55.5 as a consensus play. And they gave out the Colorado Rockies, who won 5-3, as a consensus play. So as of right now, consensus plays are looking like a 3-0 day. Fingers crossed. Premium plays are looking good too, but a lot of football to be played. A lot of football to be played, and nothing's over until it's over. All right, guys, NFL, we got a couple games to break down for you guys today, and then we're going to send you on your merry way and hopefully make you guys some more money. Now, do remember, tune in live on Saturdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. All right, guys. Cincinnati Bengals, Atlanta Falcons, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, guys. 1 p.m. on the East Coast, 10 a.m. Early morning game 255, 256. Atlanta opened up as a 5.5-point favorite. Now only laying 4.5. That line's dropped a point. Total opened up at 48. It's up 4 points to 52. The Bengals 2-1 straight up, 2-1 against the spread. Falcons 2-1 straight up, 1-2 against the spread. Top team trends. Cincinnati is 7-0 against the spread. Their last 7 games on the road against inefficient defenses, allowing less than 14.4 yards per point. Atlanta is 2-13 against the spread. Their last 15 games at home against a weak defensive team, allowing more than 24.5 points per game. Thank you, Verlin. Make sure you guys tune in on the weekends, absolutely. I do see now that we give out all the free plays and leans for tomorrow, everybody tunes off. It's always what happens. But everybody that's tuned in, thank you guys for listening, all right? And the guys that stay to the end, thank you as well. Cincinnati is 9-1 on the under their last 10 games against opponents after playing a game that went into overtime. Home teams are 5-1 straight up and against the spread the last 6 meetings between the Bengals and the Falcons. They last played in 2014, guys. Bengals won 24-10. Line was 5.5 back in 2014. That's irrelevant. It's 4 years ago. The Falcons let us down last week after losing an offensive shootout against the Saints to lose 43-37 in overtime. The Bengals lost to the Panthers 31-21 in Carolina last week. Both teams coming off a loss. The home team is 5-1 straight up and against the spread in this matchup, with Cincinnati winning the last time they played in 2014. The Falcons are now 8-2 on the under, dating back to 2017. Cincinnati is 4-1, dating back to 2016 as an underdog getting points. Listen there, guys. Cincinnati getting points, dating back to 2016 as a dog. They're 8-4-2. The Bengals' defensive line should definitely make a difference in this game and keep Matt Ryan off guard. Matt Ryan, guys, he didn't have too many problems putting points up on the board last week, all right, against the Saints. And he was able to move the ball very, very well and pick apart the Saints secondary. He got the ball into so many people's hands with the exception of Julio Jones. All right, he's still having that connection problem and connecting with Julio Jones and putting up some big numbers. It's coming. Is it happening this week? I don't know. All right. Cincinnati averaging 29.7 points per game, while Atlanta is averaging 26.7. Cincinnati has been allowing other teams on average to score 25.7 points per game, and Atlanta allowing other teams to score 28.3. Cincinnati offense averaging 275 yards in the air, 92 on the ground. All right, the Atlanta offense averaging 285 in the air, 97 on the ground game. All right, Cincinnati defense allowing other teams to put up 270 yards in the air on average and 124 on the ground. The Atlanta defense, pretty similar numbers, allowing 276 yards in the air and 126 on the ground. All right. Now, as of right now, and it's early, our predictions for Sunday will definitely change between now and Sunday. So this is a lean. Take it with a grain of salt. But if I had to pick it and bet it right now, I'd take Cincinnati plus the points. I would definitely, if I had to do it now. But luckily, I don't. All right? And if that line keeps dropping, it may make me think otherwise. All right? It's already dropped a point. Now, next game on the docket that we're going to talk about. As Russ just said, touchdown Rams. Rams now lead 21-17, 38 first half points with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Let's see just how close we can get to that total going over in the first half. Hopefully the Vikings come back and put up another 7. That would be nice. Now, game 263, 264 on the docket. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can Fitzmagic come back against the Chicago Bears? Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. here on the West Coast. Game will be televised live on Fox. Chicago opened up as a 2-point favorite. That line has already moved to 3 points. Total opened up at 48.5. It is now down 2 points to 46.5. Buccaneers are 2-1 straight up, 2-1 against the spread. Bears 2-1 straight up, 2-1 against the spread as well. Chicago is 6-0-1. Their last 7 games versus opponents before their bye week. Tampa Bay is 4-16-1 against the spread on the road. Their last 21 games against stout rushing defenses, yielding less than 3.6 yards per carry. Chicago is 8-2 on the under. Their last 10 games with starting quarterback Trubisky. Keep that in mind, guys. But I don't really like that stat, all right? Head-to-head trend, and I don't like this one either. The under, the total is 8-3 in the last 11 meetings head-to-head. Thank you, Verlin. I do appreciate it, guys, especially, guys, when you guys post the comments. Everybody knows when I wind down the show, everybody that's here just for the free, the basic stuff, they tune out. So to everybody that sticks around towards the end, I do appreciate it greatly. They played each other last year, guys. Tampa Bay won 29-7. They played the year before that. Tampa Bay won 36-10. All right? It hasn't been since 2015 since the Bears won. Now, the last time they played at home in 2014, the Bears won as well. And again, Verlin, I will always keep the realness real. One thing I will never do. I will never change that. 21-17 in that NFL game. I love it. 38 first half points so far. Let's get that game to go over because that's our big premium play of the day. Now, the Buccaneers, And the Fitzmagic, guys, it came to an end last week against the Steelers. However, he showed back up the second half. All right, where he was the first half, I don't know. It was like Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't show up to Heinz Field until after halftime. All right, the Steelers held on. They beat Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Buccaneers 30-27. They had him outscored 30-10 in the first half, and they allowed Tampa Bay to come back and score 17 unanswered points in the second half and make it a 30-27 game. What a close game that was, guys. And they did. Fitzpatrick came back and showed his Fitzmagic, and 17 straight points in the second half. He gave himself a great chance. Fitzpatrick, he's going to have his hands full against the Chicago defense that can get to him faster than just about any other team in the league. All right? There's no denying the pass rush from Khalil Mack and company. And they're looking to have a huge, huge game. Russ just said, Winston threw for 204 yards and a touchdown for Tampa and forced 4 turnovers and a 29-7 win over Chicago last year at home. Now, here's the thing with this game. The Buccaneers haven't announced who's going to be the starting quarterback in Chicago. And I'm just double checking things as of right here. Jameis Winston is back. Is he going to start? I don't know. I don't think that he starts, but here's my opinion. I think Fitzpatrick is going to start the game against the Bears. And if he has a first half like he did against the Steelers, Jameis Winston will be the quarterback after halftime. But if the Fitzmagic can get rolling and they can keep Khalil Mack at bay, Fitz just may have a good game. Tampa Bay is 12-4-1 in the last 17 games as an underdog, while going 8-2 their past 10 games on the road. All right, guys? The Bears are just 2-6 while playing at Soldier Field as a favorite. A home team favorite, the Bears suck. All right? Now, it all depends on Fitzpatrick and if he can stay on his feet. If he can, he should be able to pick apart a Bears secondary with all the offensive weapons that Ryan Fitzpatrick has at his disposal. And in my opinion, if they can keep Khalil Mack at bay, which is going to be a tall, tall task, the Bucs could be in line for another nice win. The Buccaneers are averaging 34 points per game with Fitzpatrick under center. The Bears averaging just 21. The Buccaneers are allowing, their defense has been allowing 30.3 points per game. All right, the Bears, their defense has been on point, limiting teams to 18.3 points per game. The Buccaneers offense averaging 401 yards in the air over 3 games, 73 on the ground. If the Buccaneers want to get the job done, they're going to have to get it done in the air this week. The Bears offense averaging 178 yards in the air, 116 on the ground. Absolutely, I agree 100% with every single one of you. Karen said it. Daniel said it. Bill Hite just said it. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's smarter and he's a better quarterback. 100%. Hopefully he gets the time to shine and they don't pull him. The Buccaneers defense, on the other hand, allowing 363 yards in the air, 71 on the ground. The Bears defense averaging allowing just 224 in the air and 65 on the ground. Now, as Russ just pointed out, the Buccaneers have 1,202 net passing yards compared to 534 for the Bears. I honestly think we're going to see a lot of points in this game. The total on this game dropped. All right, guys. It dropped from 48.5 to 46. I look to see that if that total goes any lower, I'm betting it on the over without even looking at anything else. All right. I see a lot of points in this game if Fitzpatrick is in the game. All right. Hopefully the Buccaneers can keep Khalil Mack at bay and keep everybody in check, because as a free lean for right now, if I had to bet it on Thursday, I'd be betting the Buccaneers and the over. Now, guys, remember our special at Cappers Direct. It's open for everybody. It doesn't matter if you've been with us before. You want to come back to us, come on back. If you're brand new to us, come on over. Start betting with people that actually bet their own games. It's $199. You get 5 full days of our premium plays. 5 full days of our premium plays. You'll be able to get it right on our website within an hour. All right, guys? You'll be able to purchase it right on our website. It'll be posted right on our website as soon as we're done filming. They'll start posting it on there. All right, guys? That wraps up what we've got to talk about in the NFL today. I would like to thank all of you guys that tuned in, everybody that tuned in earlier and jumped off, as well as to the dieharders that are still here. Jay, Daniel, Bill, Russ, Brian, Karen, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for making us the best show here on YouTube, from at least in my opinion and from what I've heard from many other people. I will get back to everybody on Saturday about going live an hour early. I'm going to try and see if I can make it happen. That way, we can get you guys on more games for free on game day. All right, guys? Next show will air Thursday, October 4th. As of right now, it's going to air same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. But I'm going to find out if we can make it an hour earlier. I think I can. All right, guys? Now, Lamont, I agree with you. We don't always see eye to eye on plays, but this one I do. Need to thank our sponsors. Obviously, Cappers Direct, Papa Dan's Beef Jerky, 100unitpicks.com, rcpicks.com. And our haters that are out there, we've seen one of them today come in and trolling. 100% he's using a fake account. They actually looked it up. I looked it up while I was blocking him. He's just a troll. He created the account today to come post on our YouTube channel. But again, guys, we'll see you guys Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern, early in the morning, breaking down everything about college football, more leans, more free plays. And I agree with you, Jay. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thank you. We will see you guys live Saturday morning, where we break down college football, and then again Sunday, where we'll break down the NFL. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you guys all Saturday.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation. your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.